on Cable 8 with Cameron Faber, Jack Lamb, Noel Niemeyer, Connor McAvoy,
and introducing your hosts, Cameron Lynch and Solen Aref. Special guest, Casie Lynch.
Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 4, season 3 of Late on Cable 8. I am Cameron Limes.
And I'm Solen Aref.
And thank you for joining us today. I hope you guys are staying warm in this freezing weather. It's really unexpected. I'm not used to this and I don't like this. I'm transferring to San Diego State.
No, same. I was blown away when it started snowing. We got our first snow this week, for those of you who don't know, here in Pullman. Kind of crazy. So keep watching for some really fun news, and we hope that you guys enjoy the show.
For sure. All right, so the news, as always. So the world's largest plane has officially taken off. This thing has a wingspan of nearly 400 feet. Its tail is 50 feet high by itself, and it has 2 separate seating cabins underneath this ginormous wing. It needs an extra fuel tank, like a rocket, just to take off. And with all that, it still can't carry Yo Mama.
Oh,
I got the Yo Mama joke in there.
You went there. Okay, so an accountant, an entrepreneur, and a boxing executive walk into a bar. What happens next? Well, they gather a team of 20 people. They actually found 20 people to do this. These 20 people are planning on running a marathon with a tree sapling strapped to their back. You heard that right, an entire tree on their back. I mean, that's crazy. Running a marathon, that's already hard enough. Like, that is so difficult. And then they throw like a whole entire tree into the equation. I think it's wild, but apparently it's just what they do in South Africa, because these people are planning on running the Cape Town Marathon together in order to raise awareness for native plants that were destroyed in a drought last year in their community. And I actually applaud them for it. I think it's really amazing that they're doing that, no matter how crazy it may sound, because at least they're doing something, right? I mean, we all remember when the Amazon was burning down to the ground and nobody was doing anything about that.
That one hit hard, no lie. Okay, camel milk. Nasty. It has become a thing. People are actually starting to use camel milk in their daily activities. Cereal, camel milk. What else uses milk? I don't know.
Coffee,
camel
That's a
milk.
big one.
There it is. And I think people are now running out of options. I mean, I got it with almonds, but like, it's almonds and then there's rice, but now we're on camels, people, and I don't understand. And if I see it at Walmart, I'm taking it off the shelf. I'm freaking out with this freaking gallon of camel milk because I'm not accepting that. No, I'm not. I mean, they're so weird. You seen their knobby knees? No, thank you. I'm going to just start using anything else in cereal, like chicken broth, before I start using some nasty camel milk.
Yes.
Pass.
No, I'm definitely with you on that. So, to pay or not to pay? That is the question. The owner of Prime Trading Hair and Wigs asked the Miami Police Department after, get this, a whopping $80,000 worth of wigs, and wigs alone were stolen out from right under his nose, or should we say, from right on top of his head. The owner said that these criminals were professionals. They knew exactly what they were doing. I mean, they were in and out of that place in like 5 minutes, and they even rammed the back of their truck into the door 3 separate times to get into the place and break in. I mean, who the heck is going to go through that much energy to steal some wigs? I just want to know. My theory is that it was a group of middle-aged, 50-year-old dads. Miami Police Department, you might want to look in on that. You're very welcome. So, while wigs were snatched, this 1 second it was hair and the next second it wasn't, but thankfully the owner didn't have to pay anything out of pocket because he was insured.
I'm no snitch. Okay, a man had both of his arms ripped off in a farming incident and dialed the hospital with a pencil in his mouth. Whoa, and they actually were able to reattach both the arms, and now they operate normally. The only thing crazier than that story is the fact it didn't happen in Florida for the first time. And speaking of Florida, there's nothing coming from Florida this week. It's dead quiet.
Nothing.
And it's disturbing. That means something really bad's about to happen. So I think either A, they got their life together, or B, they're all trapped inside some giant plant and they just can't get out to do anything stupid. But we'll hear back next week.
Yes. All right, so a fully paralyzed man was able to walk again using a brain-controlled suit. The suit connected to his brain using a wireless connection, and man, I just gotta say, modern technology, it's kind of crazy. I mean, they can do stuff like that, cool, but also, if they can do stuff like that, why can't they fix the ice cream machine at McDonald's? That's my question. I mean, we have all this technology, and I feel like it's not even being put to good use anymore. But, I mean, it's a really cool story, but I think that maybe this is just another inspiration for the RoboCop film. I mean, isn't that how that one started?
And that is all the news we have for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Please stick around for more fun right after this.
And as always, stay precious blues.
Okay, ladies, your father and I have been talking, and we think you girls are spending way too much time on your phones.
We got these phones for you guys for emergency communication, not to go Snapchat your Facebook to your Instagram or whatever.
We haven't even been on them that much. Yeah, like my screen time is down 18% from last week according to my settings app.
Okay, well, what is it now?
Well, it's at 6 hours a day, but that's still pretty good compared to what it used to be.
Regardless of what your phone says, we think you've been spending too much time on your phones. So we actually hired a motivational speaker called the White Hatter to go talk to you guys about your phone usage. He's over in the other room chugging Red Bull right now.
And please, for the love of God, put your phones down.
Alright, I'm gonna go get him. Hatter! Get on in here! Alright. Your mother and I spent a lot of money on this, so just be respectful and listen up.
Hey kids, I'm the White Hatter, and I'm here today to talk to you about internet safety. Now a little bit about me. I am a 45-year-old barista living in a Subway shop next to a Baskin Robbins, and I was hired today by your parents to talk about getting off the internet.
I'm sorry, staying off the internet? That's impossible. Everything uses the internet today.
Now hold on, little miss. Let me tell you something about the internet. Let me see your phone. Okay, now, you have a passcode, right?
Yeah.
Well here, you need to make sure you have more than just 4-digit passcode, because then I get on your phone and boom, I have all your information. What you need is to have 8, maybe 10-digit passcodes, so no one knows what it is.
Well, my phone uses facial recognition, so I don't think that's really going to be having an effect on me.
Okay, girls, I think what the Hatter is trying to say is that your password should be a little bit longer just so it's harder to get into.
Ma'am, I'm wearing the white hat here, so can you please keep it quiet? Anyways, as I was saying, now passwords. A lot of people can have easy to access passwords. But for me, I personally use the password Hawaii. But I misspelled Hawaii, so now no hackers are going to know how to spell it.
It sounds like you just misspelled the word Hawaii and never changed it.
Hey, listen to me. No hacker is going to learn how to not pronounce Hawaii.
Alright, I think they understand the importance of having a long passcode. Could you explain to the girls how important it is to put down your phone every once in a while and socialize with real people?
Sure thing, Dad. The thing about your phone is you want to have human-to-human connection. I was looking at my phone for a long time, and you know what I am now, guys? I'm colorblind. I have been colorblind for 27 years. Do you know what that means? I haven't looked at a rainbow in 27 years.
I don't think you can go colorblind from looking at your phone.
Yeah, and weren't cell phones not even a thing 27 years ago? Weren't they developed in 2010?
Hey, did I come to your house and tell you you were colorblind?
Okay, well, supposedly you go colorblind by looking at your phone. I don't think that's the worst thing that can happen to you.
It most certainly is, little lady. Also, if you put your phone in your pocket, that's a radiation exposure and you get a deadly disease.
Wait, is that legit?
It most certainly is legit, little lady.
Okay, let's get back on track, Hatter. What about internet safety?
Oh, yeah, your mother's right. Let's talk about Snapchat. 1 minute, you're posting a quick little picture to your brother when you're driving down the coast. And next thing you know, hackers get all your information.
Wait, I thought they deleted it after 10 seconds.
That is the most truest fact ever.
I'm sorry, I don't see how that applies to the situation.
Moving on. So, passwords. Personally, my password I use is incorrect as my password. And I have 3 2s and 5 Z's over it. That'll throw the hackers off their rhythm.
But, okay, wait, so you're saying your password literally says incorrect? Like, that's your password?
Why, yes it is, sir. Do you know why? Because I don't want the hackers to get my information and send it to the government so then Big Brother has one more person they can blackmail. Now, little girlies, that may be okay with you, but I'm not letting the government steal my secrets and my identity so that I just become another corporate meat puppet, being told to go to college, learn, buy a house that isn't connected to a Baskin-Robbins, and live a life where I'm not colorblind. No thanks. I'm good.
Well, okay, Hatter. Well, let's wrap this up. Girls, do you have anything else you'd like to ask the White Hatter?
I'm good.
I actually have a question. Why are you so passionate about all of this in the first place? I mean, I'm pretty sure we're all internet safe. Why do we need to care about this?
Well, here's the thing, little lady. I've done a lot of traveling in my experience, and I've learned that if you don't delete all of your information, make your passwords unbelievably complicated, and make sure that you're living in a Subway sandwich shop next to a Baskin-Robbins, you're gonna have a life where you're married to some woman named Karen. Well, I'm not gonna be married to Karen.
Well, okay, I think I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. I think the girls have learned their lesson about phone usage, and we'll make sure to tone it down, right, girls?
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Message received, Hatter.
Yeah, no, never happening again.
You know what? I don't believe you. I'm gonna go get the stuff out of my car for my next presentation to make sure all of you know how to stay off the internet. And I'm looking at you, Dad.
You really don't have to do that.
Oh, I absolutely do. Because the people of the White Hatter Association will be sorely disappointed if I am a part of this ruse.
He is never coming back again.
I am never going on my phone again.
Wait, where is your phone?
They're fools. They're all fools. I have their information.
Hi everybody, this is Cameron. We're doing Cougs on the Curb, asking a few people some fall-ish questions just to see what they're feeling. Let's go. Hey my man, would you be down for a few questions? Sure. Alright, cool. Y'all ready for some questions?
Absolutely, sure.
What Halloween movie scared you as a kid?
Ooh, that's a good question. Honestly, the Scooby-Doo one. When I was younger.
That's
when I
fair.
was pretty young. That one always got to me.
Ooh, honestly, Scooby-Doo Zombie Island.
That's the second time we've heard that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it really freaked me out. Same with the pirates in the first Pirates of the Caribbean.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was also a good one. Like they first changed like from going from human to skeleton form because they put so much more like emphasis on it the first time because you really see it. I was like, oh my gosh, I had to leave the theater. I can't remember how old I was. I feel like it was like at least like 8 or 10 or something. Who knows how long.
That's fair.
I
I
was like,
do not blame you on that.
I really didn't like, for whatever reason, Monster House growing up. It just freaked me out for no reason.
That's fair. Still just good to see it.
Okay, I didn't watch a lot of Halloween movies, but I hated Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom for the longest time. Like, I know.
Do you remember the TV series Goosebumps?
Yes.
That used to kind of scare me as a kid. I'd watch it, but it was scary.
That's fair.
That would freak me out.
That's
also, there's a movie called Boogeyman. That one's scary. Boogeyman is scary.
Boogeyman, alright, we'll check that out. If you could be any kind of shoe, what kind of shoe would you be?
Nike Free Run. Because I love running, so.
I'd be a pair of Jordans. Just so I know I'm taken care of well.
Probably be a combat boot. They're comfortable, versatile, fashionable, and useful.
She had that like memorized. That's tattooed on her.
Probably like a pair of like riding suits or something, like Ariat or like Justice boots. For me, it's like I ride horses, so I just like live in my boots anyway. So
that's fair. They don't
I'm a skateboarder, so I'd have to be some kind of skate shoe.
Oh, nice. Good choice. Good choice. If you could mash 2 animals together and make them one animal, what animals would they be, and what would you call that final animal?
Red panda and a giraffe.
Ooh!
It'd be a pretty sick looking animal, and it'd be called Red Giraffe.
I love that. Okay.
A raccoon monkey. Because just imagine the havoc that thing could. They both have opposable thumbs already.
Yeah.
One's smarter, so like they'll balance out. I don't know what I'd call it honestly. Like any suggestions from the peanut gallery?
Oh, no idea.
A
Ronky.
ronky, that's what I was thinking.
A ronky, yeah. Roonky.
A roonky.
I like
there you
roonky.
go. Roonky,
Yeah, this is
that's
my
cute.
roonky. Yeah, so it'd be like a monkey with a fluffy tail.
Yeah.
And, oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be terrifying.
Well, like my first thought is just like liger. Ligers are cool. Lion, tiger, that kind of like two ferocious animals.
That's
doing,
easy.
Like, this cool thing, but like that's not original, and I hate that.
Fair enough.
So I have no idea where the brain's going. It's so cool.
It is. You're scripting hardcore.
I can't see. Probably like I don't know, like a penguin and something else. You would go for a
Penguin and a horse.
I just short waddle around.
Yes.
What if you combined like the speed and agility of a cheetah with like the power of a buffalo?
Ooh.
Okay, I take that back. The power of a
Like a bull?
bull. Okay, all right. So we're gonna have a cheetah and a bull.
What'd you call it? Walking hell.
Something, yeah.
A chol.
The troll?
I'm gonna call it the chol.
The troll. All right, cool. Still with giraffes. If a giraffe had to wear a tie, would it wear the top of its neck or the bottom of its neck?
Definitely the bottom. Or else I don't think they'd be able to stay up that.
You're right. It would just slide down, right? It would slide down.
I think he'd go more middle, try and center it a little more. Oh. Yeah, have it go down just a little bit. Try to hide more of the neck.
Base of the neck. Base. Because that's like where it sits on your like shoulders, like down your chest.
Base of the neck.
It's gotta be bottom.
Okay,
Bottom of the neck.
That's fair. Okay. Thank you guys so much for staying and watching this amazing segment. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Please stick around. We got so much more planned for you guys. Appreciate it. Stay precious blues.
Hi, we're David and Megan.
We love getting scared. You could say we're scared junkies.
Yeah, but it takes a lot to get us scared.
Oh yeah, we just saw the new It Chapter 2 movie, and we literally laughed through the entire thing. We thought it was so funny.
It was so funny. But anyways, we heard this haunted house was like so scary, like one dude peed his pants in the actual house.
Oh yeah, no, we're so excited to get spooked.
Hi, I'm Rick. I work at the Petrified Palouse. It's the haunted house across the street from the Walmart. I work as the doctor who accidentally killed my patient. I like to think my character has a long, tortured backstory, like he is misunderstood and didn't mean to kill his patient, but unfortunately, this is where his work has taken him.
So, how long have you been working here?
About 5 years. You?
2.
Cool. Jennifer? Oh, yeah, she's great. She went as a mummy last year for Halloween. At least I thought it was her. And I went as a werewolf. I was gonna try to ask her out, but the thing is, you know, like werewolves and mummies shouldn't like be together. So our professional life is always just remain professional. So what are you doing after this? Anything?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna get some McDonald's and then wash off all the fake blood. What is it made out of anyway?
Oh, it's toothpaste dyed red.
Toothpaste? That explains the smell. And tea fresh. Rick? I mean, Rick's nice and all, but I think he takes his job a little too seriously. I don't know, I'm just in it for the volunteer hours.
As you can see, my medical training did not pan out well because I accidentally sawed off a part of her body. Now how will I get my ex-wife to love me back? Karen, why? Karen! Kids, the worst thing in the world is to be with a woman for 30 years only to have her leave you for a dental hygienist. Ah! I feel like if I really connect with my character, then patrons will love it and want to come back to the haunted house a second time. So, Jennifer, would you want to get a cup of coffee or something?
Maybe, as long as you're at some 40-year-old creep and you're actually a college student.
No. I'm 20. That'd be super weird if I was 40. Yeah. But anyways, that's great.
Please help! He's trying to kill me! Wait, how's this scary? I mean, it needs more drama to make it more scary.
Yeah, babe, you're right. You know, you really just need to get into your character.
Well, you see, I was his mistress, and I fell ill, very, very ill. But you know why I fell ill? He poisoned my tea, and now he's chopping up my body parts so he can bury me and hide me from his wife, Karen!
Damn, that was dark.
I think the scariest part of this all was how scary that backstory was.
Yeah, message received. We'll be on our way now.
Wow, that was a really great save.
I think I've been watching too much American Horror Story.
Wow, Jennifer's way more hardcore than I thought. This date will turn out pretty well.
Wait, he told you guys it's a date? I mean, okay, I think I'm a little too hardcore for him, but whatever, we'll see how it goes.
Hi everyone, welcome to our interview portion of tonight's show. Today we have a special guest, Casie Lynch. Casie, come on out here. She is the Panhellenic delegate for Sigma Kappa.
Hi.
Hi, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, absolutely. All right, Casie, so I've got to know, what is your year and what are you studying here at WSU?
So I'm a senior now, which is kind of scary. It's okay. And I'm studying strategic communication with an emphasis in public relations.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. I love that. So, also, do you have any advice for people who are kind of on the fence about joining a sorority?
Yeah, I think if you are even remotely interested in it, you should just give it a shot. I didn't join until my second semester, and I'm so glad I did. When I first came to college, I came from California, so I was like, oh, that's too much, it's too scary, I can't sign up for that much stuff. And then every woman that I met was just so amazing, and she was all the Panhellenic women are amazing, and I felt really welcomed by them. So then I decided to join through the secondary process, and I think you should just try it and give it a shot if you're on the fence about it.
Right, and I feel like so many times people forget there is a secondary process. If you missed formal, you can still do informal rushing.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us a little bit about the history of your chapter, Sigma Kappa?
Yeah, so Sigma Kappa was founded in 1874 in Waterville, Maine at Kobe College. It was founded by some women who were, they were accepted in the college but not really welcomed by all the people there, and they wanted to have their own sense of community and a support system, so they created Sigma Kappa, and we've just kind of done it that way ever since.
Right from there. I love it.
Yeah.
So what was your personal reason for joining? I know you touched in a little bit about being from out of state, not really knowing people here. Were there any other big reasons that pulled you into the sorority life?
It was mostly wanting that sense of community, because when you come from so far away, you don't really know that many people, and I'm such a people person. I love meeting new people and doing all of that fun stuff, so I really wanted to get to know others. And then I also did a lot of community service in high school, and I wanted to get back into that, and I knew Greek life was a good way to do that. So that's what I did.
Okay, I love it. And so besides the community aspect, what else do you really love about your chapter, your favorite part of being in the house?
My favorite part about Sigma Kappa, I think, is probably the fact that all the women are so supportive of me. They push me to do my best and do stuff like this, be on the show. It's amazing. One of our values is personal growth, so they always push us to do more and be the best versions of ourselves, and I really love that about them.
That's awesome. So where can someone find more information on Greek life, maybe Sigma Kappa, but also other sororities in general if they're interested?
Yeah, so probably for Sigma Kappa specifically, we every chapter goes through primary recruitment, and you can email our vice president of membership at sk.vpm.ag@gmail.com. And then if you've missed primary recruitment and you want to join Sigma Kappa through the secondary process, you can email our continuous open bidding chair woman, and she is sk.cob.ag@gmail.com. So that's for Sigma Kappa specifically. But then just for the Panhellenic community overall, probably I would reach out to, if you're a freshman, reach out to women in your dorm that you know, that you are pretty close with, and see if their chapters are doing secondary recruitment. That's a good way to do it. It's kind of more by word of mouth, and they can introduce you to their person in their chapter.
Awesome. And so when you were doing informal recruitment, was there somebody that told you about Sigma Kappa, or did you kind of just go into it not knowing?
Yeah, so my current roommate, when we met, we were freshmen living in Olympia, shout out to Southside, and she was a Sigma Kappa. She joined through the primary process, and I came up to her and I was like, I think I want to join a sorority. Which ones do you think I would be a good fit in?
Right.
And so she gave me a small list based on how what she knew about me and what she knew about those chapters. and then I reached out to girls individually that I knew were in that chapter, and then I ended up in Sigma Kappa, and I'm so happy that I did.
Well, we love that you're in the house. So when you were doing informal, did you ever think for once that you wished you did formal, or did you really like the informal process? Because it's so different compared to formal.
Yeah, they really are different. I think what I would recommend for people who, like, I think when you join through the secondary process, you're kind of unsure because you pick the houses you get to see, versus the primary process lets you see everyone. And so every once in a while, I feel like I'll have like a thought in the back of my head being like, is Sigma Kappa where I would have ended up? You know, like, is that the place that like the process would have put me into? And now that I've been in the chapter for 4 years,
because you're a senior.
Yeah, now that I've been here that long, I can like guarantee like this is where I was meant to be. I like don't think I would feel as at home like anywhere else, and so I'm really grateful for that. But I would say that the primary process is better if you are not as sure.
Okay, got it. Good to know. And so you mentioned that you do love community service. What's some of your favorite things that you've done for the community, either here in Pullman, in Washington, or just like nationwide through Sigma Kappa?
Well, the most recent one that we've done is our chapter does the Walk to End Alzheimer's every year in Spokane, and we just raised, I believe, $34,000 last I heard for the walk.
That's a lot of money.
What? 43. Oh, 43. Sorry.
That's even
more
money.
My bad. Switched the numbers around. But yeah, it was close to 43. And so I am always really proud when we do that. Last year we raised 40,000. So we're just really only increasing from there. But yeah, so I love being a part of that. But I think more locally in Pullman specifically, I love going to the Humane Society and playing with all the animals. That's probably my favorite
who doesn't
one.
Love that?
Yeah, it's a good pick-me-up when you're like stressed from school and stuff like that.
Yes, absolutely. And I heard someone from your chapter, they bought a dog at the walk.
Yeah. They this year at the walk there was like this these people, and they had like puppies in this little cart, and so they were selling them for $100, and they all had all their shots. It was kind of a lot, honestly. All the girls were like holding them and petting them, and one of our sisters actually bought one of them. His name's Cooper. He's really cute. Yeah,
that's so sweet. I love it. Yeah,
he's adorable.
You get a lot more out of charity work than just a good feeling. Sometimes you do get a dog out of it too.
Yeah, I know, that's a positive too, for sure.
And so our last question is, do you have anybody that you want to shout out, or any last words that you want to say about your sorority?
Shout out to all my sissies, but in specifically K-Twitch, who is here tonight in the audience. Love you. And my roommate, Madison Yang, because without her, I wouldn't have joined Sigma Kappa. So I'm very grateful for that.
Oh, we love that. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay tuned for episode 5. And as always, stay precious, Palouse.